tell you what, this is my absolute favourite bit. This is better than being locked in the apartment. This week has been miserable. It's been grey, it's been drizzly, and it's been cold, and I haven't been able to leave my apartment all week, but today I've had enough. If you look at the weather today, it is going to rain all evening here, so I think we're going to have to head south and find somewhere where it's not going to rain all evening. So yes, hello and welcome to another edition of Man Sleeps in His Car and Makes a Video About It. The man is me, John, and I am on a journey. So if you're new here, that's what's going on. And if you want to join the journey, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing more of this, I think. I think that's the plan. We don't actually have that much fuel, so the first job today is to get some petrol, and I'm going to take you along for the journey, you lucky sods. Oh, here we go. Wondering to yourself right now, am I really watching a video of a guy filling up his car with diesel, overpriced diesel at that? The answer is yes. The price of fuel these days. I know everyone's moaning about it, but I'm allowed to moan about it too. Oh, hi. My name is what? My name is who? My name is... Don't look at me that way, but I'm just trying to love you any kind of way. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. If you had sing along in car on your stealth camper bingo card, then you can tick that one right off. So far, the plan to be heading south seems to be working. We have moved out of the grey and the drizzle. It's still quite windy out there, or at least that's what it feels with the roof box, but it looks like we're heading to something a little bit brighter, so hopefully I don't actually need to travel too far down the country till I can settle for the evening. Okay, here we go. I've ended up in Staffordshire, so I've not travelled that far south. I've been travelling for about an hour and a half-ish, I'd say, and I've rocked up at a spot which I found on Park for night. The ground's a little uneven, but I think it will do for cooking dinner, and then I'll see if I can get the car flat, and if not, we'll have to find somewhere else. But should we take a look around? Now, granted, it isn't exactly sunny here. In fact, it's still pretty grey, but importantly, it is not due to rain tonight, or at least according to my phone, it's not. So that's why we've chosen this spot, and it just so happens to be peaceful. Duck just landed. That fella there just crash landed whilst I was talking to you. And by the way, how good is this? There's some bird feeders left out here. And there's like these little tits. Hey, I heard it too. There's these little tits that keep going and flying to it. So, just been stood watching that for a bit. Becoming all outdoorsy. This is better than being locked in the apartment. So I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to cook for dinner earlier, so I raided the fridge and I found an onion, a pepper, some sandwich chicken, some wraps, some salsa and some jalapenos. So I think you know what I'm doing. Oh, fajitas tonight, so you can also tick that one off your stealth camping bingo card. The olive oil's gone weird in the back of Betty over the last few days. That's how cold it's been recently. It's like sludge. I know sandwich chicken is kind of cheating, but this was genuinely what I had in the fridge, and also it reduces the chance of salmonella in the back of the car because it's easier to wash up if it's not raw chicken. Literally all by myself. I mean, look at this. So good. You know, I think there's a lot of reasons why when people are camping they often make fajitas. I mean, for one, you only really need one dish, which is a really convenient thing to be the case when you're camping. But I think potentially the biggest reason is because they're so bloody tasty. You know, usually washing up is definitely like the worst bit about, you know, stealth camping or doing things in a micro camper, but for some reason I'm finding it quite therapeutic this evening. I think it's because I keep remembering that I was in my apartment earlier thinking I can't go out because of the rain, and now I'm here. I'm enjoying washing up. That's weird. That is weird. Very simple, but there it is, the setup for this evening, and it's starting to get a bit dark, so time for me to hop in here, I think, and bed on down for the night. But yeah, I'm so glad that I came out. I really wasn't sure if this was going to be worthwhile, but even if it was to piss it down from now on, this has been brilliant. And it isn't meant to, so should be good. So I just had a walk around the woods and there is absolutely no one else here. I've got this spot all to myself. I know not every single car camp or stealth camp or solo car camp or whatever you want to call it will be like this, but the one today and the one that I did last week up in the moors where I ended up waking up in the morning and there was snow are just so much fun. I love that there is no one else here because it feels like my own little unique personal adventure. All mine, just mine. I did, however, feel a few drips of rain when I was out there, so I may have spoken too soon when I said that if it rains, now I'm completely fine with it. Although, to be honest with you, I am. I've had a lovely evening, had a lovely walk just now. I've enjoyed eating fajitas in the woods, you know, it's been brilliant, so I'm delighted, really. Oh, and on that note, I think it's time to say goodnight. Good night.
tell you what, this is my absolute favourite bit. Waking up when the sun gets you up, listening to that bird song and just being out on your own. It's brilliant. To be completely honest with you, I'm just grateful that it's not raining, because that would have made the morning a lot harder. You know, I actually think that this is what life is all about. Just snatching moments where you can to really appreciate your surroundings. I know that that sounds really wanky, but hey, I've woken up this morning to this, so I'm feeling quite pensive. So, is pensive the right word? I think it is. Right, I've actually got to head back because me and Charlie are actually in the middle of moving, so I've got to go back and start packing up. So I think that's probably a good place to leave today's video. I'm just going to go for a quick walk around the lake here, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you want to join the journey, then don't forget to subscribe. Please like and do all that other stuff, and until next time, see you later. No, I haven't forgotten. Don't be a dick.